Alrighty, I'm going to make a quick video showing how I climb in my bosun's chair using rock climbing equipment, which uses a static line, meaning your line is not moving. So to start, if this were on a sailboat, this line, which is attached to a rafter in my shed, would go up to the top of the mast, down, and where it exits, whether at the mast or in the cockpit, you want at least 3 points of contact. So a winch, a clutch, a cleat, a couple winches and a clutch, whatever combination gets you to at least 3 points of contact. And the gear that I use, I guess I'll start with this. This is what holds my weight and allows me to descend. It's a gree-gree style device. Basically a locking cam pinches the rope. When you pull this lever, it eases the cam and you have a hand on the rope here that allows you to descend. You can pull line up and then the weight pinches the cam to lock it in place, and that's what holds your weight. That's on a locking carabiner attached to my bosun's chair. So that's the first step. The way this works is I'll unlock my carabiner, slide that off. Most of these devices all work very similar. There's a sidewall that opens like that, and you can see there's basically this is where your hand goes. There's a hand and there's a little climber. That's the line that's going up. So I'm going to take my line, climber's there, that's the part that's going aloft, around this lobe, and then out the front, close the door like that. Now I'm going to take my locking carabiner here, clip it through those two eyes, and now this door is locked shut and can't open. The rope is captive. Tighten the carabiner. Now that will hold weight. So the next part is getting up. This is an ascender. They come in left and right-handed. There is a cam with very sharp teeth that locks in, and mine has a feature where I can ease that to pull the ascender down and release the teeth without fully opening the cam. So you can shop around for that. Attached to the bottom is a whoopee sling. This is an adjustable strap which my foot goes in. My hand is here, so I can raise this up and use arm and foot strength to hoist myself up, and I'll show you that in a minute. That attaches by opening the cam, locking it open. Right here, this is where the rope goes into this slot where my thumb is. That hooks around the rope. Flip the cam shut like that. Now it will not go down, but it can go up. And that's what I was talking about. I can release without fully opening the cam on this one, which is nice. So now we have our gree-gree, our ascender with the whoopee sling coming off the bottom. And the last piece of the puzzle is the line that's going down, the slack portion out of our gree-gree, will go through a snatch block to give us a 2-to-1 purchase on our other arm as we're climbing. So I've got the rope loaded up in there. We're going to close the door. Carabiner goes through both doors to lock it shut. And now, up here on the ascender, there's a hole. I don't know if you can see it right there. This carabiner is going through that hole. And now, this rope in the ascender is captive and cannot come out because of the carabiner on the snatch block. So that's our full setup here. Now the way this works is, I'm going to get in my chair. Now, I can sit down. Woohoo! It's got all my weight. So if I wanted to go up, first I'm going to put my foot through the whoopee sling, like that. Next step, grab the ascender with your left hand, or right, whatever. Push up. Now it's locked in. So with my left arm, left leg, I'm going to stand up essentially. With my right arm, I'm taking the slack up, pulling the chair with me. And you can also use that as a 2-to-1 and do all this in sync to get yourself aloft. So now I'm just hanging out up here. To come down, it's just the reverse. So first, the snatch block comes off of the ascender. Doors open, rope comes out of the snatch block. Snatch block back on. And now I take the ascender off. I'll just clip those together off my chair. Don't have to worry about it now. Normally I'll have a leather glove because it's a much longer descent, but now you're going to have one hand tight on this, and this is something you're going to need to practice in a safe spot before you try it for real. But you're going to open this cam, and with your other hand, you're kind of controlling the flow of rope via your grip. And then as you open the cam more, you're going to fall more. So I can go really slow or whoop, as fast as I want. So that's the basics of it. Hopefully this is helpful.